The jockey of the winning horse has just returned from Singapore, and the jockey of the second horse has just returned from Mauritius. Maybe we all need to go on holiday, come back, and we'll be flying and in form. But GLAMORZ has won from Smart Star in the Grand Singapore Gold Cup Grade 1 to Hollywoodbets Greyville. First race, GLAMORZ, back-to-back wins from Muzi. His last ride was a winner, his first ride back's a winner. Can't wait to talk to him. With me is William. He gets R1,000 on behalf of Hollywoodbets and on behalf of Gold Circle. Well done, William. GLAMORZ looked outstanding. Thank you so much. Well done to you too. Congratulations, William. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. A filly that's been ultra consistent and earning for the owners, one or two different runs, but overall good solid form, well deserved today.
Yeah, I thought she'd win. I thought she had run second over 14 on the poly, so I really thought she should have a big chance, Warren. In hindsight, speaking to Muzi, we might have come back a little early with both of them, and he said that headwind is strong. He said she was home and suddenly she was walking. So I'm very, very pleased she won, you know, for the boys with me. You know, I thought Miles would be here. I haven't seen Miles. I think Richard's going overseas or whatever. Well done to my partners. Good to see my Silks back in the winner's box, and a good start to the day.
Talking about a good start to the day, I will disseminate your comments as the other comments that I've got, but for those that want to hear now, the rest of your runners?
The rest of my runner. I've got Calling All Angels running in the last. I think this filly's done exceptionally well lately, ever since we highlighted a problem. And I think with the draw, with one, she got a big chance. I'm very, very frightened of Byron's horse. I studied the race, and I think Byron's horse is the horse to beat. Now, every time I beat Byron, like I did this race, I dance in front of him with Wasiwa to annoy him. Now, he's probably going to dance in front of me after the 8th, but she's under the fighting chance. She's very, very well, but there's a few there that can give her a race.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Let's talk to Muzi Yeni. All the way from Singapore, Grade 1, last race in Singapore, onto the aeroplane, back home and back into the winner's box where you belong. Before we talk about GLAMORZ, I'm sure, in fact, if I didn't ask you, I think I'd get whipped. Tell us about your experience.
In Singapore?
Absolutely, in Singapore. We'll talk about GLAMORZ in a moment.
Yes, it's great going out there in international stage. I've been riding for Mr. Left since I was a kid, and you gain all the experience, and you have to get there and obviously represent South Africa where you learned your trade. And so grateful that I had a moment to ride in a quality race like that, and obviously have a horse underneath me to be able to work with my riding style and give everything to the end. So to Mr. Cock, the trainer that side, thanks for having me, and Michael, who arranged the trip, and Derek David, just big thanks to them.
We were so proud of you. Now let's move on to GLAMORZ. Paul says the headwind's a bit fiercer than we think.
Yeah, he spoke to me about the headwind in the ring. I said, Mr. Left, we only got a 350-meter running. I'm sure it's not got that bad, but she's better on the cross. So the poly's a bit testing for her, and she's a bit of a light filly, and I came into the wind, and the front horse had really made a hot pace. I thought I'd given enough time to have a breather, but still, it was a little bit too soon of a hot pace. I could have held on her to a bit more. So she showed a little courage underneath me to help me win. More credit to the horse than myself.
Can you have another winner, Moose?
This was my best, and Mr. Left hates the saying, but you are my best rider.
Thank you. All the very best for the rest of the day, and again, welcome home, and thanks for flying the South African flag so high.
Thank you very much. Well done to the whole team, Mr. Smart, SMB, insurance brokers. These guys have been very, very patient with this filly, and she will win more. Just well done to Mr. Lafferty. He really prepared it well. Warren, I don't want to leave anyone out. Just a big thank you to everyone.
Well done.
Thank you. Well done to Stone Stamco as well. Thank you.
Muzi Yeni wasn't the only South African jockey that did the country proud. There were a lot of them. And there was Jason Gates, I think, that rode 4 winners in Mauritius at the international weekend. There was Donovan Mansour, who had his first winner back. And there were others. I can't remember them all. But the point I'm making is South African jockeys, as always, make us proud.